between Neptune's moonwalk, the sun's sexy Scorpio entrance, and a grand water trine. This week, the name of the game is mysteries, meltdowns, and metaphors. Your weekly astro forecast is back to talk about October 22nd to the 28th, brought to you by Asteri Sofia Kairos, the Astrology collective. I'm Shawna. I go by SmartAsstros on the socials. I'm solo again this week, but should have some company for the last week of October. In the meantime, are you ready for some astrological softcore revelations? This week's astrology feels like Waterworld, but make it therapy. Neptune slides back into Pisces, and the sun dives into Scorpio on the 22nd. The sun will then square Pluto on the 24th, while Mercury moves into trine with Jupiter. Immediately following on the 25th, Mercury will trine Saturn as well. This forms that grand water trine. So yes, you might cry, but you'll understand why. The fog rolls in just as Scorpio season begins. But first, Neptune is back in Pisces, leaving the vibes dreamlike and the reality debatable. So let's talk about Neptune's last swim. I like this close contact with Saturn again. It gives us another taste of intentional detachment. I think there's a real potential that this could create a nearly ethereal environment that would offer a way through pain. Is there a lesson you've put behind you that needs a little more TLC? Does it have a practical reason for you to face it again? Well, I think we're going to uncover something as the sun arrives in Scorpio. The veil thins, they say. So let's honor that. Talk to your chosen deity. Talk to your grandmother, your favorite matriarch. Talk to the tree in your front yard. Find a way to be heard, but please make sure you listen for the answers. When the sun squares Pluto, we get a little emotional detox. Themes of individualism, self-expression, those kinds of things come to the front. With Sun, we look at ego, vitality. With Pluto, well, Pluto sees to it that renewal takes place, even when we don't feel ready. The possibility of a power check, We need truth. We need depth. We crave honesty. The tension beneath the surface becomes palpable. Suddenly, something's gotta give. Don't forget, the truth can hit hard, harder than we expect sometimes. Don't pull away. Fight the instinct to avoid. Because a little relief can be found in this big picture of Mercury trining Jupiter. Somehow, we catch a moment to make sense of it all. This could be your chance to open the release valve, now that you can see a few steps ahead of you. A grand water trine means it's feelings o'clock again, but this time, wisdom in those waves. So what did you learn from all the trauma? Mercury and Jupiter are reminding us that sometimes we just need good storytelling. But for real, the planets that aren't in water are in air. It'll be a little tough to tell the thoughts from the feelings. That's okay. That's fine. Set the scene. Tell some intense, raging, and cathartic stories. Find connection. Use deep conversations that turn the emotional chaos into a bit of contentment. There is no better time than after a Pluto purge for flow, release, and feel. This week only has a few transits, but a lot of emotional action. Take care. Treat yourself well. Treat others well. And we'll see you next Wednesday.